Hello, and thank you for joining us at the magnificent South Paris Arena for the Paris 2024 Goalball competition. And we've got two high-stakes semi-finals ahead of us, with a coveted place in the gold medal match up for grabs. Later on, reigning women's champions Turkey take on Brazil. But first, it's an all-Asian affair in the men's semi-final, with Tokyo 2020 silver medalists, the People's Republic of China, against IBSA World Games gold medalists of Japan. It was China that knocked Japan out of the competition at their home games in Tokyo 2020. Japan will want to return the favour and secure Japan's first ever men's goalball medal. The Japanese women's team in support. And it's going to be an exciting end to the penultimate day of the goalball. And we're just minutes away until the opening throws. Let's talk you through what you need to know about this fantastic sport and the two sides that will shortly be putting on a great show at the South Paris Arena. There we have what's at stake. Semi-final between China and Japan. The winner will face Ukraine. The loser will face Brazil. Both these sides will be going for gold. China aiming to qualify for their second consecutive gold medal match after they picked up silver in Tokyo. Brilliant to see young fans getting into the spirit of it, and just like them, it's your first chance experiencing the wonderful sport of goalball. Aim of the game, score as many goals as you can. And the crowd is required to be absolutely silent, so players can hear the bell inside the ball and have the ultimate concentration that they need at this top level. And the ball weighs about 1.5 kilograms. It's about the size of a basketball. And the bell inside the ball helps these players to position themselves. And the lines on the court, which you can see there, they have string on them. So they're textured and players can use them to navigate. Very good run in for the People's Republic of China. 4 wins in 4 games. A bit more mixed for Japan. They've come into this semi-final with good form. 6-4 win over the USA, and there we have the Japan side. Kohei Miyahiki, Japan's top scorer so far with 15 goals. Quite often he starts on the bench and then comes on to transform the game. Interesting to see whether he's in the starting 3 today. And Japan's run in, lost the first 2 games, won the final 2. And that was a really hard-fought win in the semis, as in the quarterfinals against USA. USA, formidable opposition, and Japan played really well to qualify for this semi-final. And there we have the China team. Yang Mingyuan, one to watch, number 3, joint top scorer at Tokyo 2020 with 26 goals, and he's already scored 23 goals in Paris, so he's on great scoring form and good chance of emerging as tournament top scorer. And a perfect run-in for China. They started their campaign with a 7-6 win against this Japan side, so psychological edge coming into this semi-final. There we have the referees from Greece and Spain. And they will shortly be carrying out the pre-match patching process, which is where these players have their eye shades applied. And those eye shades mean players with different levels of visual impairment can play alongside one another. And talking of players, that is the Japan women's side, cheering on their male counterparts. Japan women won't be repeating their medal success. They picked up the bronze in Tokyo. They won't be participating in the medal matches this time around, so it's up to the Japanese men to keep Japanese hopes alive. Mingyuan, 23 goals in 4 games. It's an incredible record. And just as he was top scorer in Tokyo, I'd expect to see him amongst it in Paris as well. Kohei Miyahiki, it looks like he's starting today. He's usually brought on from the bench to provide a bit of a change in momentum and a quick flurry of goals. But today he's starting on court, which shows how important this match is for Japan. Taguchi, expect to see him starting in centre of court, and then Kaneko and Miyahiki on the wings. And they've got 2 strong attacking options with Kaneko and Miyahiki. Japanese coach Rikiya Kudo coached the team to 5th place in the World Championships in 2022. There we have the Chinese squad. It remains to be seen which 3 will start on court, but a squad with lots of strength and depth. Expect to see Yang Mingyuan starting and Ming Yao. That is indeed the starting 3. Qinquan in the centre. No surprises, it's been their starting 3 for most of the competition. Why change a winning formula? And it really has been a winning formula. They've won every single game. And a very impressive win in the quarterfinals. Defeated the hosts France 12 goals to 2. It's the maximum possible margin of victory in Goalball. Shiqiang YIN, the coach, was coach for the silver medal in Tokyo 2020. China win today, they're guaranteed at least a silver in Paris. It was Japan's women that picked up the medals in Tokyo. This time it's the men's turn, and that device the spectators using, they can use it to follow along and follow the throws on court. Another example of goalball being one of the most inclusive Paralympic sports. Now with just over a minute to the opening throw. Both these sides have their eye shades applied. You're not allowed to touch your own eye shades in goalball, so the officials have to apply them.
Le match va bientôt commencer. Pour rappel, le coup de sifflet. Merci de faire le silence complet pour les joueurs.
The crowd being reminded about the need for silence while the ball's in play. You make as much noise as you like during breaks in play, but absolutely silent once the ball's moving around on court.
Audience, let's count down together to start off competition. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Seconds away from the opening throw, and let's hear from the officials as they undergo the pre-match formalities at the South Paris Arena.
Men's semi-final game between China on my left and Japan on my right. I'd like to remind everyone to keep quiet while the ball is in play and switch off your mobile phone. Thank you. Japan will start with the ball. Quiet, please. Center. Play.
Japan against the People's Republic of China in the men's semi-final. And there's a place in the gold medal match on the line. Can Japan get their first ever men's Paralympic medal? Will China make it to the gold medal match for the second consecutive Paralympic Games. And that's called as ball over because the ball went over halfway. It's going to be China ball. First throw for Yang Mingyuan. He's been racking up the goals in this tournament. China's main attacking threat. Kaneko. Lots of energy in that throw. He really winds up his arm to get maximum possible power on the delivery. It's wide of the post. Ming Yao goes cross court and blocked by MIYAJIKI. Quite rare to see him starting a match. Oh, it's a brilliant early throw from Koji MIYAJIKI. So often the super sub. Today he starts on court and he justifies his selection with that early goal. It was deflected off the shoulder of Qinquan into the back of the net, and a brilliant start for Japan. They came into this match the underdog, but it's Japan who have the goal on the score sheet. Now Yang Mingyuan to respond. Gathered well by Kaneko. Rotation throw. Turn from Yang Mingyuan. Oh, it's a brilliant response. And China respond in the best possible way with a goal. And no surprise, it's come from the arm of Yang Mingyuan. Right into the corner of the net. So difficult to defend in that sweet spot. And the confidence builder for Yang Mingyuan. And China now on level terms. MIYAJIKI, and both sides trading goals. 2 throws, 2 goals, and it's another goal from Koji MIYAJIKI. Once again, it goes through the Chinese center, Yu Xinquan, and it's clear that Koji MIYAJIKI is in a scoring run of form. And China very much on the back foot and forced to take a timeout. Not the start to the first half they would have been expecting. And despite a spirited effort from Yang Mingyuan, Japan have looked very much the most comfortable on court in that early, just over a minute or so. Let's believe only a minute's elapsed. We've had 3 goals in that time. Yang Mingyuan slowly making his way across the frame of the goal. Yang Mingyuan, blocked by the legs of MIYAJIKI. MIYAJIKI on a hat-trick already. Only a minute or so elapsed. And it's the hat-trick from Koji MIYAJIKI. And he is on fire in this semi-final. 3 goals with just 1 minute 20 on the clock. And an incredible start from MIYAJIKI. He has single-handedly given Japan a pretty comfortable lead. But we've seen that Yang Mingyuan, who's having his eye shades applied there, we've seen what a strong throw he has on him. And I'm sure he will be quick to respond. He's duly given the ball by Ming Yao. Makes his way across court. Blocked by Taguchi. Now KANEKO. Blocked in the centre of court by Qinquan. That's with Ming Yao. Oh, it's wide of the post. Really can go anywhere when you strike out a flailing leg. But fortunately for Japan, it stayed out of the net. It's going to be MIYAJIKI once again to throw. Yang Mingyuan navigates around the Chinese centre, and it's blocked by KANEKO. Referee just reminding the crowd to be quiet. MIYAJIKI. Grabbed and held by Ming Yao. MIYAJIKI's looking imperious, both defence and attack. Gives the ball to KANEKO, the other Japanese attacking threat. Gathered by Qinquan. Yang Mingyuan goes to the rotation throw. Gathered by MIYAJIKI once again. This time trying from the other side of court. Goalball's all about trying unusual angles, different types of throw. Came off the face of Yang Mingyuan and out for China ball, and I think that ball in the face may have dislodged his eye shades. Because these players aren't allowed to touch their own eye shades, they have to bring the officials on court. MIYAJIKI with the bouncing ball. China just about gather it through Yang Mingyuan. Once again trying from a different side of court. He goes cross court to MIYAJIKI. Yuto Sano on his feet for Japan on the sideline. Wonder if he might be coming on soon. MIYAJIKI, the bouncing ball. And that's good news for Japan. It's known as the ball over when the ball crosses over halfway. It means Japan get to retain possession. It's a sign of just how much force MIYAJIKI gets on the ball. The ease at which it ricocheted over halfway. Yang Mingyuan. Another dangerous looking ball, but Japan are intercepting him pretty well at the moment. Ming Yao in the centre of court. We haven't seen too many throws from him today. Prefer to give the ball to Yang Mingyuan. Yang Mingyuan once again, but blocked by the Japanese centre, Taguchi. MIYAJIKI. It's deflected over the bar. It's the foot of Yang Mingyuan. And once it's up in the air, it's so difficult to defend. When the ball's airborne, the bell in the ball doesn't make too much noise. So you'll quite often see a scramble when the ball's in the air. Players struggle to locate it. KANEKO with the throw. Blocked out well by Yang Mingyuan. Yuhi Taguchi. The force of the block he just made knocked his eye shades off. That's the second time that's happened in this match. Shows the force these players get behind the ball and how much these players put their body on the line in order to block it. Yang Mingyuan. Blocked and rapid return from Miyahiki. Maybe a bit too rapid. Didn't quite have his stance developed, and so the ball sails out for China ball. Kaneko maneuvers around the Japanese center. Both sides ferociously trading throws. And after the early flurry of goals, he seemed to have slowed down a little bit. He had 3 goals just in the first minute or so, but now its tempo is quietened somewhat. Although this man always poses a threat, Yang Mingyuan. Already slammed that ball into court. You could hear the exertion from Taguchi as he blocked it. These balls are 1.5 kilograms. You can really feel it when they slam into you. Ming Yao. Japan calling for a timeout. Japan will be delighted with the first half of that first half. They have a 2-goal lead. And they owe it in large part to that number 8, Kohei Miyahiki. Competing in his second Paralympic Games, and he's really made the difference today. And China need to bounce back from this early setback. They'll need Yang Mingyuan to find his scoring form once again. Miyahiki's positioned himself in the centre of court, so launching an attack from an unfamiliar part of court, and that's really clever play from Japan. The double dummy, and it's effective. It's another goal for Miyahiki, and that was the epitome of a team goal. All 3 Japanese players involved in the move. 2 dummies, and the ball perfectly placed by Miyahiki. And that was a beautiful goal to watch. Such coordinated movement between these players. And China making a change. Ming Yao coming off, Deyi coming on. Deyi, a very prolific goal scorer. And given Yang Mingyuan hasn't yet been able to recreate his scoring form, going to have a double threat with Deyi and Yang Mingyuan on court. Players feeling those textured lines, helping to locate themselves on court. That's how these players navigate and build a mental picture of where they are and where their teammates are. Now Yang Mingyuan, blocked and gathered. And the ball falls in the hands of Miyahiki. Deyi. Miyahiki with the block, and it falls within the Japanese third, so they will keep possession. Now Kaneko, yet to score for Japan. He did play a part in that most recent Japanese goal with the dummy. Miyahiki manoeuvring around his 2 teammates, launches an attack from the other wing. Yang Mingyuan. Cross court and blocked by KANEKO. And it's KANEKO with the goal. First goal for him. And he extends Japan's lead yet further. Japan is starting to run away with this. And China really need to change something urgently. Their chances of the gold medal match are starting to run away from them. And that was a brilliant taken goal by Kazuya KANEKO. Yang Mingyuan goes for the straight ball. Oh, it's called as a penalty. Just as China thought. They turned their fortunes around. It's going to be a penalty for Japan, so one-on-one. Yang Mingyuan's going to have to defend. And it's going to be KANEKO to take. Goes for the corner. And one-on-one in goalball so often means a goal for the attacking side. But credit to KANEKO. He scored under the pressure of the occasion. China calling the timeout. Deyi just arrived on court. China coaching staff will be hoping to give him some instructions and give him a sense of what they want him to do on court. Such a good start for Japan. They're playing so well as a cohesive team. Showing really good coordination on court. Some brilliant finishes from Kohei Miyahiki. Yang Mingyuan just conceded a penalty for China. He thought he'd scored. Ball's in the back of the net, but because the ball bounced in the Japanese third of court, it's called the long ball. Oh, that looked quite close to a long ball. And it's gone into the back of the net. China wanted the penalty. They're not going to get it, and instead it's another goal for Japan. KANEKO with the throw, and this will be an interesting one to watch again. Originally blocked by Deyi off the back of Yu Xinquan. And the ball finds its way into the back of the net. A hat-trick now for Kazuya KANEKO. And Japan looking very, very comfortable indeed. Deyi, cross court, blocked by Miyahiki. Deyi was brought on as a sub to try and change things. Hasn't yet been able to have the desired impact. Here's KANEKO. Blocked and given to Yang Mingyuan. Hard to emphasize just how much of a shock this is. China have won every single one of their group games, including against Japan. But in knockout goalball, it really is about how you turn up on the day. And after an incredible start from Miyahiki, Japan have just looked absolutely dominant. KANEKO, cross court blocked by Yang Mingyuan. Oh, and China have one back. Just as they felt the game was slipping away from them. Yang Mingyuan with the goal. He's able to get such bounce on the ball, and this was a hard one to defend. And as so often we see in goalball, the centre player's trailing leg deflecting the ball into the back of the net. Dummy from Kaneko, throw from MIYAJIKI. And a brilliant response from Japan. Seconds after conceding, Koji MIYAJIKI restores the Japanese lead. Some clever interplay with Kaneko alongside him. And Deyi unable to deal with the bounce that Koji MIYAJIKI can provide. Yang Mingyuan, slight dummy from the centre player from China, and scraped his feet on the floor to try and imitate the sound of movement. And now we have a Japanese change. It's going to be Yuto Sano coming onto court. Let's have his eye shades applied. He said that when he first started playing goalball, he'd wear his eye shades at home to familiarise himself with wearing them. About to come on at an important time for Japan. It's going to be Kazuya Kaneko coming off. He's made a big contribution. And Japan women's side looking pretty pleased with how their male counterparts are performing. First throw for Yuto Sano. Yang Mingyuan steadies himself on the goal. Cross court blocked by Sano. Sano competing in his second Paralympics. Part of that Tokyo 2020 squad. MIYAJIKI's throw. Again, sailing quite close to the long ball line. Does risk giving away a penalty with his aggressive throwing style. Sano. Blocked and gathered by Deyi. Yang Mingyuan tries to silently make his way across court. Doesn't want to give his location away, and that's ball over, so that will be encouraging for China. Means they'll get another go. Sometimes ball over is a good sign of momentum in goalball. Just 2 minutes left of this first half. Seems incredible to say it, but it's actually the first time that Japan men have qualified for a final Paralympics competition. They appeared in Tokyo as hosts. And this is the first time they've gone through the qualification process and put their place at the final competition. As things stand, they'll be in the gold medal match. Now MIYAJIKI, lots of bounce on that. Snuffed out by Deyi. Yang Mingyuan. Gets so much bounce on the ball. Contorts his whole body to maneuver the ball and get it to go in the direction that he wants. Japan sounding increasingly confident. Yuhi Taguchi, the center, sounds increasingly pumped up. They know they're going to come in at half-time with a pretty comfortable margin. And they could not have dreamed for a better start to this semi-final. Deyi, locked and gathered by Yuto Sano, bounces himself off the frame of the goal just to give himself a bit of momentum. Looks like the ball's being checked. I think we're going to get a replacement ball. You've wondered about the ball. It's about the size of a basketball. It has a bell inside and also holes to help the noise of the bell to travel. And it's pretty heavy, 1.5 kilograms. That means this sport's a real physical workout. Side of the post, and final few throws of this first half. MIYAJIKI from the centre of court, using his foot to locate the centre line. Deyi, probably the final Chinese throw of this first half, and it's snuffed out by Taguchi, which has very much been the story of this first half. And what a start to this semi-final from Japan. Not even in their wildest dreams would they have imagined they would be leading China by 6 goals at half-time. But it was 5 goals from Kohei MIYAJIKI, a hat-trick from Kazuya Kaneko. And a really impressive start for Japan. And the half-time score, People's Republic of China 2. Japan 8. Brilliant crowd for this women's semi-final, including members of the Japan's women's side who are here to take in the atmosphere and support the men's team. What a match they have experienced. Japan upsetting the odds, and bringing up an early lead, and it started with this goal from Kohei MIYAJIKI. A brilliant start from Japan, and they very much continued in that vein. China did make it level through Yang Mingyuan, but the main attacking threat came from Japan, and that man, MIYAJIKI. Kaneko too joined in on the action and managed to get a few goals of his own. Japan lead 8 goals to 2 at the break. We didn't even have time to show you all the goals. That's how dominant Japan were offensively in that first half. 1 penalty conceded by China. Yang Mingyuan gave it away, and it was well converted by Kaneko.
Now it's time for CHEN.
And we'll soon be discovering if any substitutions were made during the half-time break. It looks like MIYAJIKI's come off for Japan. Let's await official confirmation. China appear to have the same 3 on court.
Second half of the game between Japan on my left and China on my right. Halftime score, Japan 8, China 2. Halftime substitutions for Japan. Out number 8, in number 7.
So Kohei Miyahiki has indeed come off. He was by far the best player in that first half for Japan, but perhaps needs a bit of a break. In previous matches, he started on the bench and then come on, so bit of a reverse. I expect he'll need a few minutes just to rest and recover. And then they'll bring him on to try and close out the second half. Yang Mingyuan blocked by the Japanese center. And it was Japan that started the first half so brightly. Let's see how China open up the second half. Oh, the ball's bobbling around, and good defensive work to stop the ball from going over the line. It was KANEKO with the save. And in the end, Taguchi had to put it out. Didn't know how long they had left on the 10-second shot clock, so safer just to put the ball out. Dummy off court from Deyi. China have looked a little bit brighter in this second half. Now KANEKO shapes up to throw. Well gathered. And Yang Mingyuan using his teammate and navigational aid, because the center player, as the name suggests, takes their position on the center line. Often the wings will just reach out to the center just to get a sense of their bearings on court. Now Deyi. Real force in that throw, but good block from Taguchi. It's ball over, so China will get another go. KANEKO. Oh, it's KANEKO with his fourth goal. And Japan are turning this into a total rout. KANEKO with the throw, finds the gap with absolute perfection. And under the body of Yu Qinquan. 20 throws, 4 goals. That's a pretty good ratio by anyone's standard. It feels incredible to be saying this in a semi-final, but in goalball there is a mercy rule, so if you lead by 10 goals, then that's the end of the match. Japan currently lead by 7. Yuto Sano blocked and given to Yang Mingyuan, touching the court to help orientate himself. Sano to KANEKO. Lots of bounce on that. And gathered by the Chinese center. KANEKO putting a lot of energy into that. Quick response from Yang Mingyuan. Often a great way to cause the surprise and launch an unexpected throw is once you get the ball into your possession, just spring back up on your feet and launch it before opponents have had time to fully expect it and fully stretch themselves out. Even with Miyahiki on the bench, Japan don't seem to be missing him too much. KANEKO blocked by number 7, Deyi. That was quite close to a long ball. Japan coaching staff are appealing for it, but I think the ball just clipped the line, so it's a valid throw. Deyi, wide of the post. Some kind of animal in the crowd. And a good opportunity, both these sides, just have a bit of a breather. Now KANEKO to throw. Really is a big shock, this scoreline. And the nature of the difference in the way these two sides have played in this semi-final. Not only did China beat Japan when these two sides played in the group stages, it was China that knocked Japan out of Tokyo 2020. So for Japan to not just be in the lead, but such a convincing lead is something of a shock. But that's what makes international goalball so exciting. Any of these teams on their day can cause an upset. A 7-goal lead with just over 8 minutes left in the semi-final. Japan will be absolutely delighted with that. And now Yuto SANO to throw. Deyi. Japan, a side that just sound confident the way they're communicating with one another. They're making most of the noise on court. Now KANEKO trying from a different side of court. Blocked by Deyi. Throwing from the center line. It's Mingyuan. And it's blocked out. Japan looking pretty sturdy defensively. Blocked out by the legs of KANEKO. And when getting your legs out, it's all about getting as much of your body as you can behind it, so the ball doesn't ricochet into the back of the net. Now we have SANO. Blocked, and China rescue it before it goes over halfway. Now the ball back with Deyi. KANEKO, Japan's main attacking threat, with MIYAJIKI on the bench. I'm sure we'll be seeing MIYAJIKI return to court soon, and that'll be bad news for China. MIYAJIKI's certainly found weakness. Was that a long ball? No, not given. That looked quite close to a long ball. And Japan players and coaches both thought that was a foul, but in the end, a good save from Japanese trio. Oh, the ball squirms towards the goal line. Just kept out. Combination of Deyi and Mingyuan. Well, fans applauding, but then not really meant to do that, so referee telling them to be quiet. Mingyuan blocked and gathered by Taguchi. Now we have Yuto SANO. Strong feet from Mingyuan. Japan shaping up to make a change once again. I'm sure we'll see MIYAJIKI back on court before this match is over. KANEKO. And it's 10 for Japan. And Japan reached double figures in what's shaping up to be one of the most incredible results in Japanese goalball history. Kaneko with the throw. Does well to find the gap. 5 goals for Kaneko. Japan leading by 8, 2 goals away from that margin that would see an early end to this game. And China looking despondent, calling the timeout. They're a side that's played with such confidence, such flair in the tournament so far. Something has just not worked today. They were caught by surprise by MIYAJIKI early on in his flurry of goals. And since then, China never really been able to find a way back. We've got an equipment check on court. That might mean an issue with the ball. There's been a few issues raised with the ball in this match. It's been changed twice now, so not quite sure what's going on there. Japan won't mind. They look pretty comfortable and commanding. They just need to hold on for 7 minutes. Ooh. What's happened there? I think a penalty's been called. Let's listen in. So I think I heard a penalty called. I suspect it was a team penalty because it was called during a break in play. Looks like Japan have a penalty one-on-one against China. It's been called for unsportsmanlike conduct, so we don't quite know what that is, but maybe we'll find out. Regardless, it's in the hands of Kazuya Kaneko. It's going to be Yang Mingyuan to defend. Taguchi with the dummy. Kaneko. And Japan within 1 goal of bringing this semi-final to an early end. Kazuya Kaneko with a brilliant penalty one-on-one. And Yang Mingyuan took a gamble, positioned himself on one side of court. But Kaneko went to the other side. And Japan incredibly within 1 goal of a mercy rule win. Japan making the change. It's Naoki Hagiwara to come on. Taguchi to come off. So that, I suspect, will be a like-for-like change in the centre. It shows how comfortable Japan are feeling that they're able to give a bit of court time to a player who hasn't featured much in this tournament. And Japan know that this game could be over very soon. Keen to give Hagiwara a bit of experience. The fact that Japan are in this position is quite phenomenal. And he does indeed take his position in the centre of court. It's going to be SANO to throw. Japan just need 1 more goal to bring this match to an end. Well, China have got a consolation goal. It looked quite close to the long ball line, but it's ruled as a legal throw. And Yang Mingyuan with the consolation goal. So that lead is reduced. And it's now 8 points the gap. And so maybe there's a bit more life in this game yet. Kaneko's throw. blocked by Deyi. Oh, that was slightly nervy there from Japan. Blocked by the legs of Hagiwara, who's just come onto court. Ball went over the bar. Haruki TORII also warming up. Another player who hasn't featured that much in this game, in this tournament, sorry. Here we have the gold boots of Kaneko. We could be putting Japan into the gold medal match. Yang Mingyuan, one of his bouncier deliveries. Shot selection, one of the really interesting aspects of goalball. You see all sorts. You see slower balls, faster balls, bouncier balls. Yuto Sano, blocked by the legs of Yushin Quen. Deyi moving quietly across court, and it's blocked by the new arrival Hagiwara. Sano manoeuvres round. And you could perhaps hear Japan teammates just counting their teammates down. They work so effectively as a unit, and you have 10 seconds to get your throwaway and goal ball, so a bit of help from your teammates in terms of announcing that shot clock, really helpful. All over, so China will get another go. If Japan want to close this game out, expect them to bring on Kohei Miyajiki, who's been on the bench for some time now. Now we have Sano. Cross court and wide of the post. They are an incredibly well-organised team, Japan. You can see it in the way that players move around court. Communication and the fluidity with which they display on court. You've seen some really nice moves. These players moving in perfect synchronicity. Makes them a really nice side to watch. Blocked out by Sano. And Japan now looking odds on to secure that place in the gold medal match. And that would be their first ever Paralympic goalball medal on the men's side. And this is the first Paralympics they've qualified for. Tokyo 2020, they were there as hosts. The fact that they odds on going to be in the gold medal match in their first qualification is really, really impressive. This is a very talented Japanese side. Shows the momentum you can get after hosting a home games. Goalball really risen in profile in Japan since the Tokyo 2020 competition. Another change for Japan. Haruki Torii coming on, and big smile as he comes on. He's competing in his first Paralympic Games. He's only been playing goalball since 2021. So he's very new to the sport. And how fantastic for him that he's representing his country, and the fact that he's been entrusted with keeping hold of this win and this margin of victory and securing this place in the gold medal match for Japan. We have Torii, the new arrival. Locked, and Yang Mingyuan's going to have another go. Torii just manoeuvring Kaneko out the way. Yang Mingyuan dummy on the outside from Deyi. It's a penalty. And Japan have the chance to make it 12. It's going to be one-on-one. Yang Mingyuan to defend. It's another penalty that he's given away. And let's see who's going to take for Japan. It's Kaneko. And Yang Mingyuan goes the wrong way. And it's another successfully converted penalty for Japan. And it's another goal for Kazuya Kaneko. Yang Mingyuan had to take a gamble. He was positioned on the other side of court. And that's 3 out of 3 for Kaneko. China calling a timeout. They know this could be their last chance to give tactical instructions if this match is going to indeed come to an early end. And disappointment clear on the face of Deyi. But Japan have been absolutely unstoppable today. Real attacking flair, and I'm sure China will be forced to ask just how this match played out so differently from the match in the group stages. It was China that won very narrowly in the group stages. Checking the ball again. I think it's another eye shades replacement for Deyi. Players aren't allowed to touch their own eye shades, and sometimes they become dislodged with the speed and the force of which these players move around on court. Now Deyi goes for the straighter ball. Here we have Haruki Torii, the substitute. And the ball just about falls for Kaneko. Lots of spin and bounce from Kaneko. Blocked out by Deyi. It's going to be Deyi to get the ball back into play. Goes for the rotation ball. It's a beautifully taken throw by Deyi. Phenomenal accuracy, bisecting the two Japanese players between the legs of both Haruki Torii and Naoki Hagiwara. The first goal of the match for Deyi. TORII being counted down by his teammate. Good guide as to the 10-second shot clock that these players have. Obviously, these players can't see the timer while they're wearing these eye shades, so they're reliant on either their teammates or their own internal sense of timing. I actually don't think I've seen a 10-second penalty throughout the whole of this tournament, so shows how skilled these players are at keeping to time. Oh, the ball creeping towards the goal line, but gathered by KANEKO. And the eye shades of Naoki Hagiwara were knocked away from his eyes. You can see there the protective gauze that these players wear under their eye shades. Another kind of layer underneath the eye shades. The officials are satisfied and play is going to resume. Rikiya Kudo will be absolutely delighted. Coached his team to 5th place in the World Championships in 2022. They're going to get at least the silver medal in Paris 2024. And that is a huge moment for Japanese goalball. Oh, it's another long ball penalty. And Deyi concedes. And once again, it's going to be one-on-one. And a chance for Japan to come within 1 goal of a mercy rule victory. Deyi defending. KANEKO to throw. And it's clinically taken by KANEKO. Yet another goal for him. And that's goal number 7. It's clear that between KANEKO and MIYAJIKI, Japan have 2 incredible attacking options. TORII to throw. And a reminder, a 10-goal deficit in goalball means game over. So Japan on the verge of bringing this game to an early conclusion. Although fairly immaterial with 90 seconds left on the clock. KANEKO steadying himself on the goal. Wide of the post. And China heading into the bronze medal match. Perhaps they'll take some comfort if they manage to avoid the mercy rule defeat. Another equipment check. Usually means an issue with the ball or players' eye shades. Chance for Japan to have a breather. And the fact that Japan have looked so dominant with Kohei MIYAJIKI on the bench for most of that second half really is incredible. Such a turnaround from the group stages. Lovely movement from Japan with the double dummy. Deyi maneuvers round the Chinese centre. Japan calling a timeout. So timeout for Japan. They know the result is secure. And Kohei MIYAJIKI comfortable just warming up the crowd. He knows he will be taking to court in the gold medal match. Meanwhile, China look like they can't get off court quickly enough. It's been a bit of a bruising encounter for them. It's so different to the brilliant run of form they've had coming into this semi-final. They've won 4 matches, some of them in extremely convincing style, but it hasn't come together today. And this Japan team has looked absolutely brilliant. They've peaked at absolutely the right time from a tournament point of view. Now Haruki Torii to throw. Torii passes the ball to Kaneko. Can he round off his fantastic performance with another goal? Deyi. Oh, it's a brilliant throw from Deyi. It was straight, it was flat. You can see what that means to him, a little consolation at the end. There was so much force on that ball. Even though Torii tried to get his body behind it, he couldn't get down quick enough. It looks like China will avoid the mercy rule defeat. But it's still going to be Japan that are heading into the gold medal match. Kaneko, huge amounts of bounce on that. Well snuffed out by China. And Japan will happily run down the clock, knowing the place in history is secure. And that is an absolutely phenomenal result for Japan as they secure their first ever Paralympic goalball medal in the men's competition. And they looked absolutely incredible from the first minute to the last, with a flurry of goals from MIYAJIKI and Kaneko. China, meanwhile, had a really difficult time on court. They weren't able to score the goals, which have come so easily to them in the group stages. And a brilliant win for Japan. They will take to court in the gold medal match as they avenge the defeat in Tokyo 2020 when China knocked them out of the competition. The full-time score in this semi-final, it's China 5, Japan 13. Japan women's team in the crowd. It was the women that picked up the medal in Tokyo. In Paris, it's going to be the men. And a fantastic result for Japanese goalball. China, meanwhile, will have the chance to go again in the bronze medal match. As Japan take the plaudits, MIYAJIKI and Kaneko, such dangers on court. They will certainly be ones to watch in the gold medal match on the final day of this tournament.
Vos tickets restent valables pour